how do we want humanity's future to go? It's kind of a big question to ask as like an individual, but like we have an impact on the world around us, whether we realize it or not, whether we are conscious and intentional with it or not. Like we do. Our being here on Earth has an impact on the entire world. Like your energy has so much purpose and is important. And when we have consciousness and are aware, we get to choose the energy that we put out into the world. And like I said, this cosmic heart opening energy that is coming through, like we get to choose to hold on to that, to embody that, to activate it even more and expand it outwards into the world. And like, yes, there are so many things that we can do on a physical level, a material world level, in order to help change the world. There are actions that we can take to help people, right, who need our help, if we have the resources and the means to do so. And energetically, we can still make an impact, because that is how we change the world. We have to change from within first. We have to embody the energies that we want to see in the world in order to have the world change, right? We play a big role in how the world is changing right now. Hello and welcome to the monthly energy reading for December 2024. We made it through another year. Happy Sag season. Happy birthday to my fellow Sagittarians. I am also a Sag, so my birthday's coming up. Very exciting. And we are going to take a look at the energies coming up for the month of December. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I'm an emotional and spiritual wellness practitioner, and I do monthly readings. I'm going to start doing weekly readings as well to tune into the weekly energies. Some other exciting announcements. I am launching my monthly membership. There will be additional readings in there for the new and full moons. I'll be doing a live energy healing every single month. There are a couple meditations in there. What else is there? There's something else too. Oh, there's an integration activity that goes along with this monthly energy reading. Some journaling questions. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be just yet. I'm going to wait until I finish this reading to see what the energies are, to see what best integration activity would fit with the energies we have coming up this month. So that is available now. If you are interested in it, there's a link in my description, and if you haven't received my free Reiki infused meditation yet for centering, there's a link for that in the description below as well. It's really, really nice. Probably will be kind of helpful for you if you've been navigating these turbulent energies we've had going on. I know that it's been up and down for people quite a bit, and that might be something that would be helpful for you if you feel called to it. Also, I am in a shared space, and if you hear any noises going on, that's happening. There's people doing their things in the other rooms here, so apologies for any noise. I'm by a street too, so there might be car noise. So I'm gonna get started here. We're gonna pull our first energy theme for the month of December. Okay, I have cards flying out. There's too many though. I do take, cards that spill out, but if there's like a bunch, usually don't. It depends. Like for this, it's just like a single card from an oracle deck. If I have, I had like 7 cards pop out. So anyways, our first theme for the month of December. Okay, this is from Rebecca Campbell's new deck, Stone Goddess, Unwavering Love and Support Maternal Line. I'll show you this imagery here. I am really picking up on the nurture energy that comes with a maternal energy. This feels like divine mother, like very very solid in who she is, right? This feminine energy, very solid in who she is. She knows who she is, and she's very grounded. And it feels like there's this readiness to receive, this readiness to also like move forward, and like approach is the word that's coming through. This readiness to receive and to move forward and to approach. I don't know exactly what all of that means. I'm going to pull some supporting energy cards here. It does also say unwavering love and support. And I feel like, you know, that is always available to us. That is our essence. That is the universe. That is our divine support team. Like, it is unwavering love and support that they have for us, right? You know, I don't know if you've seen maybe some of those jokes that go around, the memes on social media of like, you know, you missing your signs that your guides have been sending you, and it's like some image of them like rolling their eyes or something, someone rolling their eyes, and like it's a funny joke, right? But they are never judging us. They are only loving us and supporting us. You know, I had that thought earlier today of like, I was going back and forth in my head about all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, damn, what are my guides thinking of me right now? Like, what does my spirit team think of me as I'm going back and forth in this crazy chaotic stuff of being human that is just humanness? And it was like I had the thought, the insight come through of like, they just love and support me. They just love and support you, right? Like your guides, your spirit team, your ancestors and angels of the light, they just love and support you, and it is unwavering. So it's a beautiful energy to have coming through. And let's get our supporting energies here. Okay, the Five of Swords, the World, and the Nine of Cups. Interesting. Okay, let's do this here. So the Five of Swords, the World, the Nine of Cups. Let me tune in here. You know, the Five of Swords, it does speak to conflict energy, and it is with the world, and it's like, yes, you know, here in the US, there are a lot of things happening in our physical reality that are, a lot of people have a lot of strong feelings about one way or the other, right? And this feels like, it feels like this recognition of physical reality being a representation of like where we're at. And that might sound bad, but it's like, it's a reflection of like our shadow, right? Like all of the things happening in the world that are not of the light, it's a reflection of our shadow, right? And where we're at collectively with our healing process, our healing journey. Like things have to be revealed. Like your shadow has to have light shone upon it, shown, oh no, words, like shone upon it in order for it to be healed, right? And that is the same with our collective. That's the same with our systems, right? Like we have a lot of things that aren't working, that haven't been working for a long time. And the more that we all start to wake up and to realize our personal individual power, the more that we can make changes systemically, right? And that's like what I'm feeling with this. It's like, wow, especially with this maternal energy, it's like this fierceness coming through of this like grounded, loving, maternal energy, this strong feminine energy that like takes no shit. It's like does not put up with any BS. It's very fierce, but it's like that nurturing too. It's like both can exist, right? Like both exist in the feminine. It can be soft and it can be very intense, so to speak, right? And this Nine of Cups energy, this feels like this, like really, this feels like personal. This feels like like individual rather. This feels like it coming into like your own self, your own truth, your own beliefs and values and desires too. It feels like this coming into like finding the appreciation, the gratitude, the satisfaction that you have for what you do have. And man, do I need to take my own freaking advice here. It can be really easy to get caught up in emotions and thoughts, in spiraling whatever, right? And you can lose sight of truth, you know? And that's part of our process. That's like part of being human. That's part of why we're here, right? Interesting. Let me tune in here and see if there's anything more that wants to come through with this first theme. The love. I'm really just feeling the love come through here of like this need to return to love. Like, yes, man, life is challenging. I feel like I said that last month or maybe the month before, I can't remember. Yes, life is challenging and you are infinite love, right? How can you tune into that? How can you approach that? How can you bring that into your life, your daily life, your actions, the way that you think, the way that you interact with people? How can you bring that into your life, into your being? It's already exists within you, and you just have to call upon it, right? Like you just have to tune into it. And that's what this feels like here. It's like this going inward, this going into your knowing. The 9 of Cups, it has to do with satisfaction and abundance, and it feels like this knowing within us that we all have, that like we need to tune into, right? Like we need to take intentional action to tune into our infinite nature and our love, while also navigating being human. And I know how hard that can be. I'm dealing with it right now. I was in a lot of emotional turmoil before sitting down to record this, and you know, luckily I'm able to get really, really centered and tuned in when I do these readings, so it's really a nice respite from my life. Yeah, so let me get our second energy theme here from a tarot deck, the Elemental Power Tarot. Okay, we have the 5 of Coins. The 5 of Coins or Pentacles, it's coins in this deck. It can speak to a lack mindset. It can speak to actual lack, right? And I was going to say I know that well, but I want to release that. I want to bring in knowing my abundance well. This feels like an acknowledgement of where we're at with our abundance mindset. And maybe that's kind of a new concept for you, or maybe you're a little bit familiar with like law of attraction and the idea of abundance. And like, it's not just about financial abundance. It, like, this card specifically does connect to financial abundance, but abundance in general, like, it can be an abundance of anything. It can be an abundance of love, of peace, of joy, of play, of anything. And this feels like an acknowledgement of where you're at with that, of the lack mentality and mindset that you have. Like, where are you focusing on maybe the more negative, the disconnection from abundance? Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull some supporting energy cards here for our 5 of Coins. Okay, cards popping out, and we'll do one more. Okay, so the cards that popped out, we have the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Let's tune in here. I mean, this 3 of Swords, it does speak to heartbreak. I'm feeling like the energy of wounds coming through. You know, literally stabbed in the heart here. And it does feel like this wounding around our relationship with abundance. It does feel like our relationship around wealth, around money, around having enough resources to take care of us, because this 10 of Pentacles, it's very much financial success, abundance. It's having resources, an abundance of resources and wealth, but also like the family support here too, right? It's not just about the material. Yeah, I'm feeling this like lush energy, this like rich energy coming through with this 10 of coins, pentacles here. And then our Page of Wands is very much like, oh, I love Page of Wands energy. It's the fire energy, right? Like I said, I'm a Sag. So I love fire energy. It can be challenging to work with because I also have a lot of air and water in my chart. Anyways, this Page of Wands here, it's like, they're looking up in like past their wand up towards like what is coming next, right? And it feels like this, with these energies coming through, it's like this opening that I'm feeling. It's like this, but it feels like this intentional opening. Like, yes, it's opening and available to us, but we have to intentionally work with that opening in order to bring in this healing around abundance that we want and need, right? It's like this I'm trying to get clear on the opening, right? Like I'm just feeling this opening energy. It's like space coming through for you to like do this healing and clearing work around your lack mindset, your limiting beliefs, whatever they may be. But it does specifically feel associated with money and physical resources. And it's like looking for the opportunities, like looking at what is available to you, like what are you capable of? Like sometimes it's really, really hard to like pull on your own inner strength and resilience when you feel like life is like beating you down. Oh my gosh, it can be so difficult to do, but it's like we are so much more capable of accessing those strengths within us. The like tuning back into this like world energy and this acknowledgement of like our physical reality, I'm really feeling this like illusion, right? Like our life is a dream. It's like we will pass, right? And we will return back to source, back to the non-physical space, and it will be like our life was a dream, right? And I think that bringing that perspective into how you see the world around you, how you see what you're dealing with, your circumstances, can be really, really powerful. It can be kind of frustrating too, trying to bring that in and work with it, because it's just like, yo, like what are we doing here? But like it feels like this like need to go like kind of deeper within to access the strength within you to kind of pull yourself out of this, like whatever it is you're in right now. It does feel like limiting beliefs and like a lack mentality. So let's go ahead and get our third theme here. Okay. Crazy, but this card was on the bottom of the deck. I think this card, yeah, okay, this was a theme last month too, which is really interesting. It was this card specifically, the Rose Pink Dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Yeah, when I pulled this deck out earlier, this card was on the bottom of the deck, and I was like, oh, that was a theme last month. Wouldn't it be interesting if it came up again this month? So it's interesting that it's here, but it feels very fitting. Like tuning into this energy, it feels very like concrete almost, in this like this love ain't going nowhere, right? This, and it's like this maternal energy that was coming through, and it's interesting that like this kind of like lack mentality, working through that stuff, like working through your wounds around that, opening up to the abundance that you do have, opening up to your potential, your opportunities. It's bookended by these like two really loving energies here. Like it feels like this surrounding of like this love and support of like divine mother, of like creative potential, and like the purity of consciousness and source energy that you are, right? The purity of love that you are. Yeah, I'm just like tuning back in. It does feel like this continuation of this energy that came up last month, of this like divine heart opening, like we're going through an awakening collectively. And again, like it might not look like that in the physical world. It might look like the world is falling apart. It might feel like the world is falling apart. However, we must shine light upon the shadow in order to heal it, in order to process it, in order to integrate it really. And like this, like our heart energy, our love energy, our souls, they don't go anywhere, right? It's always with us. It's hard for us to connect to it sometimes because of this illusion I was speaking to earlier of our third dimensional reality, like all of the human stuff that we get caught up in, but also like all of the egoic projections that are put on us too, right? From the world around us, from society. Like we're born into this world, and it's already like, you know, we're told how we're supposed to be. We are told how we're supposed to show up, what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to think, whether we're told implicitly or explicitly. Like we are shaped by the world around us when we come into it. And being a sovereign, conscious being, it does not have to be the way that you live your life, right? This conditioning that we all go through, this programming, so to speak, right? Of the world around us telling us how we're supposed to be. And it's just, you know, the world, I've said this before, I will say it again right now and continue saying it. The world only is the way it is because everyone that came before us said that that's the way it is. And yes, there have been so many amazing people in this world that have done so many incredible things. And there has been so much wounding and trauma and hardship and pain and suffering that as a humanity, you know, we've inflicted on others, and others have inflicted on us, and that exists in this world that we live in. Those energies exist in this world too, and influence the way that this world has been shaped, right? And, you know, these like false ideas of power have also shaped the world, right? Based on ego stuff, and based on fear and the need to control, all of the human stuff that we deal with on smaller levels within our lives, maybe bigger levels within our own lives, but definitely on a broader scale, like as a collective that we experience, right? And so we get to now choose how we want to be in this world, who we want to be in this world, how we want to show up, how we want to change and evolve, right? We are here on a journey of being human in order to go through these processes of you know, of like challenges and these uncomfortable emotions, these weird experiences of being human and having to deal with all this uncomfortable stuff. Maybe I'm projecting a little bit here because I'm just in a weird spot, but like, I know other people are too. I know that other people are in a weird or uncomfortable, uneasy place right now. And like, that's part of our journey. And now that we have awareness, right? Awareness is so valuable to so many things. I wasn't sure what I was having so many things come up, right? Like to living a better life, to living an aligned life, to being able to have what you want in life, to being able to live in accordance with your values and your morals, right? Like what is right for you, right? And it's subjective in so many cases, as long as you're not harming other people, or harming yourself, right? This heart energy that is coming through, that has been coming through, that is really, it feels like a big activation of this heart energy coming through in December here, of like, it's like this big boost to us, like choosing how we want to show up, and how we want to proceed in life, right? Like, how do we want the world to look? How do we want humanity's future to go? It's kind of a big question to ask as like an individual, but like we have an impact on the world around us, whether we realize it or not, whether we are conscious and intentional with it or not. Like we do. Our being here on Earth has an impact on the entire world. Like your energy has so much purpose and is important. And when we have consciousness and are aware, we get to choose the energy that we put out into the world. And like I said, this cosmic heart opening energy that is coming through, like we get to choose to hold on to that, to embody that, to activate it even more and expand it outwards into the world. And like, yes, there are so many things that we can do on a physical level, a material world level, in order to help change the world. There are actions that we can take to help people, right, who need our help, if we have the resources and the means to do so. And energetically, we can still make an impact, you know? Okay, I rambled enough, I think. Let's pull a couple of energetic themes around this heart energy and get a little bit more clarity here. Okay, the Ten of Cups. Strength, yep. And the Five of Pentacles, which was our second thing here, the Five of Coins here. Wow. Yeah, okay, Ten of Cups, Strength, Five of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, wow. This strength energy, like it was coming through somewhere else in this reading. And like this Ten of Cups energy, it's so expansive and joyful and full of light. And like there's celebration happening here. There's like a family existing together, but like having fun together, right? Like it's this like community energy, this supportive communal energy here. And with this Strength card and then this Five of Pentacles, like this feels so powerful. And like it really, it feels, you know, I was thinking this as I was talking earlier before I pulled these cards, about how like opening up our cosmic heart energy in order to heal the world also opens us up to like to our abundance that is coming through. And those of us who are privileged enough to be able to be sitting and watching a YouTube video right now, and who are privileged enough to have resources, at least bare minimum resources. You know, I don't know your situation. I've been in various levels of you know, struggle in that space. But those of us who are aware and have the privilege to not just constantly have to focus on survival. Like if you're sitting and watching this video, it's, again, I don't know your circumstances. You could be going through a really rough time with this, but if you are accessing this energy, you have the ability to bring in the light and love that can activate this abundance within you, to bring in the resources that you need to take care of yourself so that you can take care of the world. And I say take care of the world, not like in this, like, you gotta save the world, be a hero thing. It's more like, if you feel called to serve in a bigger way, to help make change in the world in a bigger way, like, you have the ability to do that, right? We are all on different missions here. Someone being a stay-at-home mom is just as important as someone who feeds the hungry, right? Who donates all of their money to charity because they're so wealthy. Like, we are all equals. We just have different things that we're doing here, right? But I am feeling this energy of like tuning into our abundance, our light. And again, like, because that is how we change the world. We have to change from within first. We have to embody the energies that we want to see in the world in order to have the world change, right? We play a big role in how the world is changing right now. Yeah, this feels like getting your own resources met, and like doing the healing work that you need to do, doing the alignment work that you need to do in order to have your resources met, your needs met, and your heart energy full, so that we can support each other, right? And it doesn't just mean like financially, but like energetically, from a place of love. Like, how can we support each other on our own respective healing journeys, through this, like, through this weird this weird expansion that we're going through, right? Like, we are expanding as and evolving as a species, as a planet, and we're getting closer to like knowing our oneness, right, with each other, and the support and love that we hold for each other on a soul level that is, it's just like, it's hard to see and sometimes hard to do on a human physical level, and that's part of the process and the journey. So let's get a final guidance card here for the month of December. I hope something I said resonated. I hope it made sense too. I feel like I was a little rambly, but yeah, I hope something aligned with you in this. I would love to hear if it did. And our guidance for December. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Be gentle with yourself, right? Like, be gentle with yourself. Tend to your inner child, right? That comes back to the getting your needs met. Like, how can you get your needs met in whatever way, form, shape that is that you need, in order to feel safe, right? To have your own peace, to experience the love that you are, right? This feels like a very gentle energy, and this feels like connecting with that. So yeah, this energy I'll probably incorporate into the monthly integration activity that's available in my membership. There's a link for that in the description, and there will be some other journaling prompts along with it if that sounds interesting to you. I would love to see you there. And again, there also will be a live energy healing for December and for every month in this new membership that I have. So, yes, be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, because there's a lot going on, and like, do what you can to find the love that you have within you, the light within you, tune into that and like hold on to that, right? I hope you have a beautiful December. I am so grateful that you are here. I'm so grateful that you exist and that you shared in this energy with me today. I will see you next month.